Three, two, one. Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel where today you join me for Gran Turismo 7, a new racing game in this segment of sim racing. Period of the game, and I was definitely happy to get into it. And once you get into it, they throw you into their new music rally. They say it's a segment that is to make new people to the game quite happy and get into it smoothly, just enjoy racing while listening to music. So I guess it was a fun gimmick to try out. So just a few controls to try and figure out the steering, the acceleration and braking, and then also the difficulty with regard to assists. So I chose expert because I don't like using the driving line. I like to find my own driving line, and I suggest you use that too, except if you're like really learning the game. And into the music rally we go. It's a really fun gimmick, as I said earlier. It's just racing to a tune and just a little vibe that was going on in the steering wheel. It's an interesting thing to do. It's quite, as I said, it's fun, and I would suggest you take a peek at it. But honestly, I don't think I'll be doing much of it because there are things to be doing in the game. It's just a relaxation thing. So yeah, it's quite nice with regard to the replays. The replays look quite good in this game. And from the music rally, we're thrown into the main menu that consists of either the world map or the music rally. So there are two different segments of the game practically. And then you put in your nickname that you're gonna choose, either to use a nickname or online ID, or the difficulty setting. That wasn't there in Gran Turismo Sport, which I used to race. So then a cutscene, a major cutscene, a big cutscene for the start of the game. Starts with them showing you like the history of cars, how cars began to be made, how they looked at first, the engineering that went into them. And I honestly found this a really nice cutscene. I did enjoy it quite a lot. We moved from the history of the cars all the way into like the modern day, and modern day engineering, modern day cars, modern day driving, and this here is the most epic transition that I've ever seen, from the factory to the main car. That was beautiful to see. So from that, they start showing you what the game's capable of. All the water, I don't know why we need to see water, but yeah, water. A few more tracks to see, weather changes, night modes, different cars. This sort of like an action sequence with different types of cars being shown. They show a variety of new cars that have been put in, these classic cars. I really can't wait to drive those. The Porsche that they're talking about, a new Ferrari, the FXX. That's a car I look forward to taking out as well. The Mustang, I don't think this Mustang was there in the previous game. A Countach, a couple of Mercedes AMGs, and yeah, Ferraris. So it's quite nice for them to show what they put into the game. Their constant vibe of not trying to make cars get wrecked. I don't know why. I would love them to do that, but anyway, the two last cars, and that ends the cutscene that these guys gave us. And this is when we're finally introduced into the world map with the different segments that we're going to be enjoying throughout the game. And yes, Sarah comes and says hi. She speaks a lot. You get to choose your first car from the used dealership, should I say. And I like that the introductions of the cars this time, they're not just a grey background with the car coming in, and collector points that keep adding whenever you get cars. And then we're introduced to the cafe, where most of the missions are going to be given to us through some notebooks. Other notebooks? Yes. So these things, you get to learn about the cars, different types of cars depending on what the notebook is trying to tell you about it. So in this case, the Japanese compact cars. Just a little history to all of them, just what car lovers would enjoy learning about them, or just any person who doesn't know that much about cars. Then there's the license center, where most of us are going to be grinding to get all those golds. Yeah, I'm glad this is back. I had a bash at it in a previous Gran Turismos, but it wasn't in Gran Turismo Sport, so I look forward to playing this here, and I've already put some hours into it, and and just a quick driving tutorial for you to enjoy. now just the control scheme in case you want to see how the controls are. I'm definitely going to be changing this sometime because I do not understand some of these controls. And there's the haptics, the haptic feedback, and the adaptive triggers. I find this really impressive in this game. The previous game that did this best was Formula 1 2021, but yes, this game is amazing when it comes to the adaptive triggers. So if you have a PS5, I definitely suggest getting it. It will give you value for your money. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be making quite a number of videos, and if you click on this banner right here, just I'm going to speak about 5 things I liked about the game. So do check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.